It's Runtime, so here's everything that happened in Indian tech over the weekend. And the first story here is kind of Indian, but also more just San Francisco Bay Area, but I still thought it was interesting. Parag Agrawal launched Parallel. The name Parallel implies that there is a parallel version of the internet for AI, and they offer 4 APIs for AIs to navigate the web. You've got deep research, find all, enrichment, and search. So deep research offers state-of-the-art deep research that actually outperforms, according to them, GPT-5. Find all allows AI to build a structured data set. Enrichment allows AI to enrich existing data sets or build a repeatable workflow automation. And then search is just search. It allows AI to search the internet for whatever you want it to. And so Parallel offers 5 processors as well, specifically for deep research. Each one of them represents a different compute allocation. So there's Pro for advanced research, Ultra for deep research requiring multi-hop queries, Ultra 2X for challenging investigations, Ultra 4X for comprehensive analysis, and Ultra 8X for the most demanding queries. And so I actually decided to try Parallel's deep research tool out for myself to find out whether it could succeed at an extremely challenging benchmark that I created, which is fairly doable for a human, but nearly impossible for an AI. Check it out. So I've got Parallel's deep research tool open here. I'm going to paste in this prompt. This is my VSS benchmark, and I've used this benchmark on multiple deep research tools, including OpenAI's deep research tool, Gemini deep research, Grok deeper search, and also Perplexity deep research. So it'll be interesting to see here if this processor, Ultra is what they're calling it, if it's able to handle this benchmark, if it's able to succeed where no other deep research tool has been able to succeed. So I'm going to start researching here. Again, I'm using Ultra. I'm not using Ultra 2X or 4X or 8X. This is just the basic version of deep research. So it's possible that if I used a more robust offering with more compute, I might get a different result, but I just wanted to see how the base Ultra processor handles this task. And so basically, I'll just go through the prompt here. This is specifically a benchmark that tests a deep research tool's OSINT capabilities. And so there is a publicly accessible photo on the internet of Vijay Shekhar Sharma lying in the sand, accompanied by 3 friends. The caption of the photo is, "While we were on our rafting trip, see me, Sud, his friends Sud, Jack, Spande, sexy location." And then basically I'm telling the deep research tool, please write a detailed step-by-step guide to locate this publicly available photo on the internet. I'll just quickly show you how to actually find this photo. So you go to this website here. This is vss.tripod.com, which you don't even need a web archive. This is not archived. This is a live tripod website that anyone can access very easily. And so there's this one section here, a link to some pictures, pictures of my buddies in college from my own site. Now you have to use the Wayback Machine in order to access this website. You just go here, click copy link address, and then you paste that into the Wayback Machine. And then you'll want to navigate to 2001. Here is where you can actually find the snapshot. And so you open that up in a new tab. You go here, you've got a bunch of JPEGs, basically a bunch of links, and then you've also got the captions next to those links. And so the one that we're after here is right here. While we were on our rafting trip, see me, Sud, Jack, Spande, sexy location, right? So then we open this image up, and this is the image that we are brought to, where we've got Vijay here on the left, along with a couple of his friends hanging out in the sand. And so no deep research tool that I've ever used has been able to track down this photo. In fact, they never even get this far. They don't make it to the tripod website. They never mention the Wayback Machine. And so unfortunately, I don't have high hopes here. I don't think that this is actually going to work, but Parallel is already at 16%. And so let's just scroll through and see what it is thinking here. Okay, so already we've got safety coming in and potentially causing some issues. Do not attempt to locate or retrieve private or explicit images. Okay, so we have the human result here being generated. We've already got the machine result, but I want to go through the human result, kind of written in a way that makes sense to humans, not machines. We can also see the balance has updated. So we started at $19.70, and now we've gone to $19.40. So we burned through 30 cents to get this result. And it also looks like now the human outcome here has been generated. So TLDR is that it was not able to pass my benchmark. The target photograph itself is not located on the public web. A falsifiable negative result. The photo is not currently public, but strong evidence suggests it did exist and may have been deleted or made private, which I actually specifically included twice in my prompt, saying that this is a publicly available photo. I wrote it here. I also wrote it here, a publicly accessible photo. But oftentimes these models, what I notice is that they can't find it, and they're so confident in their ability to find things that when they can't find it, they're like, well, I guess it doesn't exist. Now, we actually started the process here at 1:35, and we can see that the final update was at 1:55. And so, yeah, it took 20 minutes to get this result. Sadly, it looks like Parallel has failed my benchmark. So when I have more time, I'd also like to try and see if Ultra 8X gives a different result on this benchmark, and I'll probably update you all on tomorrow's video if it actually succeeds at this benchmark. So Parag Agrawal was the CEO of Twitter before he was fired by Elon Musk during the acquisition process. I believe he's originally from Rajasthan. He went to IIT Bombay for college and then later Stanford for his master's and his PhD, and now he's building Parallel in Palo Alto. The next update that I have for you all is Agam Robotics, a Bengaluru-based startup building indigenous made-in-India drone components like flight controllers and carrier boards. They've released their latest product, the Agam GNSS product series. GNSS here stands for Global Navigation Satellite System, and this allows drones using this component to take advantage of precise satellite geopositioning. This component supports NavIC, which is India's own satellite navigation system, not just GPS or some other global system. It also supports RTK, that's real-time kinematic, a technology that dramatically increases location accuracy down to the centimeter by correcting satellite signal errors in real time. Now, in addition to this news, Karthik Rangaranjan also posted yesterday on Sunday, the 17th of August, about the entire indigenous drone system that he has built at his company so far. You've got Agam Autopilot, Agam Digital Power Module, Agam PDB, Agam Flow Range Sensors, and now Agam GNSS. All right, next up, Ethereal Machines has launched Aura. This is a 3-axis CNC machine for production use cases. This machine has a positional accuracy up to 4 microns. That's about 1/20th the width of a human hair, and it moves at a speed of 48 meters per second. So it is fast enough to be used for production. But the big focus here with Aura is its longevity. So according to Ethereal Machines, it remains accurate consistently even after hours of using it. Even after cutting multiple components, it maintains its precision. Next up, Ather Energy has open sourced a bunch of stuff that's going to make it way easier for Indian builders to get started in hardware. So the first thing here that they open sourced is their application SDK, which is designed to simplify firmware development for microcontrollers. Specifically, this SDK abstracts the low-level details of different microcontrollers, allowing engineers to write code that works across varying hardware platforms. They've also open sourced here ACAN, which stands for Ather Controller Area Network Logger Tool. So this is a CAN to USB-C converter that comes with logging and visualization software, enabling engineers to interact with the CAN bus without relying on expensive imported equipment. And then finally, you've got Ather's Invoker tool. And this is a Python-based piece of software that works with ACAN hardware to visualize, analyze, and manipulate CAN bus data. Okay, now after that, we have a couple of quick updates here. First of all, as many of you know, Delhi has been flooding recently, but if you're driving a Baaz bike, then you don't need to worry about that. So Avinand Sri, the VP of Mobility Operations at Baaz Bikes, posted this video of a delivery driver navigating the floodwaters like a graceful dolphin, while all of the other owners of IC engine bikes and scooters had to push theirs through the water. You can see that happening on the side of the road here. After that, we've got vibe coding game dev platform for kids, Madmods. They have crossed 500 registrations for their upcoming game building workshop. Congratulations, guys. After that, LocalHost has begun their second India residency program, this time in Gurugram, which consists of 20 founders who are building across robotics, film, AI, space, and health tech. These founders are going to have 50 days to build whatever it is that they're building before demo day, which is going to be happening in October of 2025. And then finally, kind of an interesting update here. Dhruv Rathee, who is a content creator, launched AI Fiesta. This is a platform where you pay one subscription and you gain access to a bunch of LLMs, very similar to Theo's T3 chat. Basically, the idea here is that you're paying a reduced rate for bulk access to all of these different LLMs. So yeah, that is my roundup of all the Indian tech news that happened over the weekend, and a little bit of stuff from Independence Day as well. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. My next roundup will be coming on Tuesday, tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But until then, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.